Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item 4, Prestige Transport of Charleston LLC application for certificate of public convenience and necessity taxi. Mr. Somerville. All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item 4, an update on the Frampton Street and Police Department traffic study from our public hearing a few months ago.
Yes, sir. Again, just an update from our meeting in January, where Department of Traffic and Transportation, we went out, double checked, made sure the proper signage was still in place. There's 2 signs on Frampton that indicate do not block the driveway. I've been in contact with Mr. Leslie Hargrove with security operations for Charleston County School District, in which he's indicating that he's in constant communication with the school, making sure they send out media blasts to the parents to inform them to come to the school at the pickup times, not to block driveways, and to make that pickup route quicker and continue to keep it safe. I've asked, as directed by the mayor, the Charleston Police Department did conduct a speed study in which Lieutenant Paul Kriskowski is here and he can present on that.
Okay. All right, I appreciate it. So we conducted a speed study, like Robbie Somerville stated, and the stealth, what we refer to as a stealth box, which essentially is a device with radar in it. It's a small box that is concealable, so no one really sees it, so it doesn't affect any kind of driving behavior when it's capturing the data. So we mounted the stealth box on January 26th, which was a Wednesday, and it captured data, all roadway traffic through Sunday, January 30th. So it's a good window for capturing data, for speed data, because it captures 3 days of regular vehicle traffic during the work week. And it also captures 1 full day of data on a weekend day, Saturday. So we try to do that to capture, just to get a sense of all traffic flow through the course of that location. And so the stealth box, it monitors traffic in both directions. So going away from the school along Burning Tree and Fairway Drive, it captured 950 vehicles. So it was traveling away from the school, which is, I believe it's considered northbound. And the average pace of those vehicles was 16.58 miles per hour. And the 85th percentile, which is an important number to note, was 23 miles per hour. And mind you that the speed limit on that road is 25. So the data indicating in this direction that there is no speed issues that are experienced there. Vehicle traffic traveling towards the school on Burning Tree, very similar data, except there was a higher volume of traffic, which was 1,178 vehicles. And the average speed of those vehicles, 16.78 miles per hour, and the 85th percentile was 23 miles per hour. So again, the data does not reflect any kind of significant speeding issues at all in that stretch. And we attribute it to a lot of the issues may be perception based, just because of the high volume of vehicles on that roadway. In conjunction with this speed study, we did reach out to Charleston County School District, Lieutenant Harrison, who is over schools, and he had his resource officers help mitigate some of the traffic, some of the flow issues. And there is a proposal that's in the works still, where they were going to double stack the line feed for dropping children off and picking children up at the end of the day. So that should release some of the vehicle traffic that is seen on the actual roadway itself. So that project has not been completed yet. And I don't know of an official date yet, or hasn't been approved, but it is expected to be approved and worked on over the summer. But I believe it might be ready for the fall season, but I'm not absolutely positive on that yet. So in conclusion, the data that we collected does not reflect any kind of significant speed issues.
All right, thank you for that. Does anyone have any questions, Mr. Mayor?
Officer, is that a daily car count? Average per day?
So this is the total count
That's
over that 3.5 day window.
So 3.5 days, you had 1,000 cars.
That's correct.
So, yeah, okay. That's not a very high car count.
No, it's not. It is a residential area, obviously, but it was more than I actually thought it would be.
Okay.
However, you know, with the school traffic and cut through, it probably does add a little bit more to than just the residents in there. But again, it did not reflect any kind of serious issues within the community.
And you're sure those work days were school days as well? School was in session?
Yes, they were. And it would not count any kind of cross traffic either. It really it focuses on the approach and departure. So any kind of cross traffic would not reflect any kind of count.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Yep. Councilmember Parker?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So the individual in question who brought this issue that, you know, was really concerned about this, do you think that this will alleviate, or are there going to be any additional measures taken at this point, or this was just merely a study, just for us to gather information and then proceed from there?
So this was just a study to assess whether there were any kind of speeding issues that we can come in to actually enforce.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that part of the complaint was related to the volume, that's when we reached out to Lieutenant Harrison in the schools, and the SROs were going to assist with just the orderly flow of traffic.
Okay.
But from an enforcement standpoint, we haven't done anything further just based on this data outside of just the routine patrols that may go through the neighborhood and monitor it.
Okay.
So I haven't dedicated actual traffic personnel to address anything within that community.
Okay. And Mr. Chairman, you haven't heard anything else?
No, and that's why I wanted to just have this update provided in a public forum now that
Okay.
we've collected the data and whatnot as a follow-up, because we did promise at the public hearing that we would follow up with it.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Mr. Mayor?
Could I follow up with a question, same kind of question, Mr. Summerfield, that Somerville? There we go. Sorry. Based upon what we know, in addition, other than supporting the school district's plan to double stack, is there anything that you would recommend?
Not at this time, sir. You know, based off the speed study, I believe I indicated before that we did treat Fairway Drive within the neighborhood back in 2018 with traffic calming. And based on the study, we were going to determine if we needed to reach out to the neighborhood, but 16 miles an hour is under our threshold, so it wouldn't meet that requirement either way. So the signage that's in place based on the speeds, I'm not sure what else could be done, to be honest.
Anyone else? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Move on to item 6, which is a presentation and approval of Charleston County Transportation Sales Tax raised crosswalk requests for Cumming Street and St. Philip Street and the College of Charleston Greenway.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Martin with Charleston County doesn't appear to be here at this time, but this is a CTC project or TSP project that was approved through the county, in which the College of Charleston produced letters to the county requesting for more safety measures at the existing crossings on Cumming Street as well as on St. Philip Street. And this project will allow for a raised crosswalk to be installed versus the just existing high visibility crosswalks at the current locations now. Councilmember Seeking has been a part of this request. I'll lean on him.
It's my lucky week this week. I mean, it's in the low battery. So we've been working on this, Mr. Chairman and fellow members of the committee, and Mr. Somerville's well aware, for about 10 years, trying to get raised crosswalks going across the south side of Cumming and St. Philip, south of Calhoun. I think Mr. Mathis has been around through all of this too. The county liked the plan, the college liked the plan, the city liked the plan. It was just a matter of funding, and it looks like our ship has come in on this. I will just tell you that this will greatly improve safety in the college campus. I don't know if you've got another slide, Robbie, and you can show Cumming Street, but what they call College Walk or College Way that goes across the campus, just to the south of Calhoun Street. The library is over there. You've got the science building at the corner. You've got the new arts building that's being built. And this is an area that will really help calm traffic. You know, Cumming Street is the main artery in the center of the peninsula, heading out of town in the afternoon. St. Philip Street brings a lot of traffic into town. This, I really think, is a terrific project. And I'm glad it's actually going to happen, if it is actually going to happen.
Well, part of the approval is the DOT is asking for the city of Charleston to sign off in favor of it for them to approve the infringement permit.
Well, fellow council members, Mr. Mayor, I don't see any objection to this. Do you? This is something we've been working on for a long time. And I can tell you the college will be thrilled about this too. By the way, Robbie, if you know, or Michael, is this 100% going to be paid with TST money?
Nothing from us. Yes, sir.
Because I remember at some point the college actually might have been ready, but we'll hold that off for some other
Yeah, that's
project.
right.
So that's
That's
good. If it's all TST money, so great. So that's all I've got to add to this, Mr. Chairman.
All right, I have a motion from Mayor Tecklenburg, and I'm going to assume from your comments that'll be a second from you.
Yes, sir.
All right, so it has been moved and properly seconded. Is there any further discussion on this item? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries and the ayes have it. Is there anything? Yes. There is a motion to adjourn. Is there a second? Excellent. All those in favor of adjourning this meeting, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? We are adjourned. See everybody at Ways and Means.